Alright guys, the very first thing you want to do is back this seat up all the way, and then we're going to get some body removing some tools. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, the first thing we do is remove this panel right here. You want to get you a little body, I don't know, a little body spatula or body pry bar. This way it won't scar up anything plastic and all. You want to get that up under there and pop that up. Go along each side over here, continue on, and then when you get over here, you're just going to take this, get in there, and pop that out. So it'll clip right there. Alright, so let's get that thing popped up and get this out of here. We'll be right back. Alright guys, now that you got that popped up, you're going to notice that, wait a minute, there's some white things. The white clips are still stuck in there. That's quite alright. It is meant to do that. Now we're going to take, and what they do is clip right onto here. Now if you're going to look at yours, say, dang it, I broke it. You didn't break it. That's how it looks. So what you want to do now is remove these. Do not try to remove these the way they are right now. What you want to do is turn these 90 degrees counterclockwise and then remove them. So what you want to do is grab one, twist it 90 degrees, and then it'll come right up. The reason why we're doing that is because when it's like this, those little ridges, they holding on to the body right there. So by you turning it, now the ridges are in the open space and those clips come right up. And what you want to do is take them and go right here and just push them right into place. Snap right into place just like that. So when we go to put this back together, that's all we do is push this back down. Alright, let's get another one. Turn this one counterclockwise, 90 degrees. Pick it right up. And if you want easier, to make it easier for you guys, you can take the weather stripping right here and you can pull that up. I don't like to do that too much, a little bit. That stuff right there is kind of sticky. So you can do that though. And we're going to have to do it anyway up further up. You'll see what I mean. Alright, so let's get the rest of these out. Snap them back in. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we'll do, here's our one of our manual releases right here. And what we're going to do is take off these two covers right here. There's two little covers. I'm going to get my little body panel in here and I'm going to pop those little caps out. Easy with my finger. The next thing you want to do, inside there are two T30 Torx bolts. So we need to get those out. So I got a T30 Torx. And what I'm going to do here, is get my net driver. And we're going to release those. Take those bolts out. Okay, there's one. And as you can see, it's already loosening up. And two. Both of them are the same length, so you don't have to worry about it. Pop that off and pull the carpet back, because you got to squeeze this thing now through the opening. It's a little bit of a pain. There we go. Because this whole cable goes back to where we're going to be replacing. The next thing we're going to do is push our seat all the way forward, and the back of it, you need to pull that forward as well. You see it going up. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we'll do is get our seatbelt out of the way. This thing's just going to be in our way. We don't need the center of the way. We got a little cover right here. Take a small screwdriver, some of your body panel, pry bar. Pop the little cover off. And this cover only goes in one way. You can see that long tab at the bottom. Make sure that lines up back there when you go to put it back in. Now we got a 10mm bolt right here. I have a 10mm deep 3/8 drive on my Paul driver here. We're going to take that bolt out. Okay, once you take that bolt out, this cover pops off. You got to pop it from the top. Take your screwdriver. You're going to pop the top of it off. Get this in here. There's 1, 2 clips right on the top. And then pick it up. This parts go down into there, and as you can see right there, those little tabs lock right into place. And then we can remove, we got to get it off of this, right here, because they pop onto that too, and pop that right off and let that hang. And pay attention to how it's going in, because you got the back side of this, so it's flat and going to go right down there. All right, put that down. Let's put this to the side, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next step, inside the trunk. We got to get in the trunk, like we the mob, get in the trunk. All right, check it out. Back here, we got 4 10mm nuts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need to get those out of there, because we need to remove the upper part of that back seat. So, I got my 10mm deep socket, 3/8 drive, with my pole driver. I'm going to go over here.
Nice light.
I know. And you just lay the nuts right back down on the floor. All right, let's get those out, and then I'm gonna meet you back up in the front. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are starting to we got to get in here now, and this is some nice clean carpet in here. So what we're gonna do, get us a nice clean blanket, take off my boots, spread this all out so we can get in here, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, now we're gonna remove the bottom part of the seat. And it's pretty easy. You definitely want to stand up. You want to grab your hand up under the seat, cover both of them, and you want to give it a tug, just like that. Step over this side. I got my socks on over here so I can step on the mat. Get up under there, pop that up. Whole center console and everything is going to just slide right out of there. All right, so let's get this out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got that out. The next thing we're gonna do is we got 4 15mm nuts right there. We got 15mm deep on our pole driver. And let's take them off. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we got the bolts off. The next thing we're gonna do is get this thing out of here. Got little latches on the side. You can easily pull them out. This one's tucked in there. All right, and what we're gonna do now is carefully take this seat out and place it in a place that will not get scratched up or anything. All right, get this nut drive out of the way, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna do is you got 2 airbag covers right here. One right here and one right here. What you wanna do is take your low flat screwdriver and just carefully pop that little clip open. It don't come off completely. As you can see, it just hangs into place. And get this one over here. Okay, and what it does is cover up 2, well, 1 on each side, 7mm bolts. So when we get my 7mm deep, 1/4 inch drive with my pole driver, and you want to go in there and take those, well, they're actually screws. Take those screws out. All right, let's take those out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, now take your little panel bar.
What happened to your light? It's like super dark in here.
Let me see if I can. How's that?
Yeah.
All right, take your little pry bar, pop the panel out, and once you get it, once you get your hands up in here, and it's held on by clips. So you're just gonna pop them out, and sometimes they get stuck like that. Make sure you definitely want to use your little pry bar. Door. Okay, pop that thing out of there. Whew. All right, we're gonna lean that to the side over here, lean it to the seat, get that out of our way. All right, we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next is this panel back here. Now this panel you don't have to remove all the way. That's all you have to do is pop this out of some clips. And one more right back here. Okay? Because this is just going to loosen this panel up right here. And this is out of the way. Man, we got a seatbelt over here. This is all going to come out. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we are down to the nitty gritty. Yeah, boy. Alright, next thing we're going to do is bring out the man in you. Grab them fingers. You want to start grabbing the panel. And you're going to start hearing that? That's that panel coming loose there. And you want to get in here. You might want to take the weather stripping off. Get a little bit like that. Get in there. Just go around it. Got one more up here. There we go. Look at that, guys. And I want to do this without, I want to leave this in here. So what I'm going to do is twist this towards the back of the car so we can get in there. Move the stuff out the way, we'll be right back. Alright guys, you know what? I actually can't swing this over because I need to pull it behind here. So what we're going to do is lean this forward, and if you look right back here, can you see on top of there?
What am I looking for? Like
this right here, this little black piece right here.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to take that and pop that out. It's going to hang on there. Take your seat belt out of there. Take it out, and let's get this door panel completely out of the car. All right? We'll be right back. All right, guys. Forgot to tell you, got to disconnect our speaker. It's got a little tab right there. Just push that tab in towards the connector and unplug your speaker. All right? Let's put this to the side and we'll be right back. All right, guys, for this next step, you're going to need your infamous T30 Torx socket. Yeah, buddy, with your pull driver. Also, you're going to need a T50 3/8 drive. The 3/8 drive ratchet. First thing to do, let's take off these two screws right here. One, two. The next thing we're going to do is go in and remove the seat belt. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, now we need to move this seat belt out of the way. We got our T50 bolt right here. Let's go in here with our T50 socket, 3/8 drive, with our 3/8 drive ratchet. And actually, guys, what I'm going to do, no, I thought it would be, try to get this out, move it just enough. But no, it won't do that. Gotta take that bolt out. All right, there we go. And the only thing I want to do is just move this over to the side a little bit. You know what? Let's just get this thing out of here. And as you can see, what I did was over here in this little groove right here. I just pulled it down and moved it over to the side. It's still connected and all. What I want to do is get it out of there. Then hook it back up. Okay. Just so our wiring harness don't go nowhere. And just get this bolt held in by just a little bit. All right, now we're ready to take this apart. Let's unplug it first. Let's get us a flat screwdriver. And this little tab right here, this little red, this is a latch. Just stick your screwdriver right there, back it up, and as you back it up, it will unplug. Bam, get that out of the way. The next thing you want to do is you pull your carpet back a little bit, and one of the cables going up under the carpet, and that's going up to the front to that first part. which we took out. Bam, that's out of the way. The next thing we're gonna do is follow our cable, held in by a clip right here. Get that out of there, and that's going to the back. So what you want to do here, you got these little clips right here. Take your body panel, go in there.
The body panel?
Body pry bar. Pop those out. There we go.
Literally.
So that way we can go that right there to the side and we can go see it in the back. Let's go back to the trunk. We'll be right back. Alright guys, here's our panel. What you want to do is just grab your panel, pull it back, and as you can see right down there, our cable's going right in there. And up here to a little clip, two little clips. Just going to pop those off because your new one is going to come with these clips. Pop those off, and remember how it's going above the tensioner for the trunk. So it's going to go above there and right down through there through the harness, and as we can see, it's going on the other side of the seat belt. So let's go on to the front and get that pulled out. Let's get this guy right here. All right, we'll be right back. All right, there we go, going above between the harness and between the seat belt, right between those two. So we're going to get that out. And there we have it. All right, guys. Oh, wait. Yeah. All right, let's get our new one, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, check it out. Here's our new one. Customer got it right straight from the dealer. Yeah, customer. All right, guys, let's go get this thing in because I am done. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is get this thing get the connector on it, bring it in, and mount this up. So let's go over here. We're not even worrying about the cable or nothing yet. Let's just get this inside the car.
It's all tangled up.
Yeah, it's good. How's that?
Okay.
All right, let's get this inside the car. And
I'm on the wrong hand.
make sure which way we...
How do you know which way is up and which way is down?
It's only... That's like that. Because you got the two screws that's going to mount right to there. So you can't put it this way. The door latch should be facing that way. Mm-hmm. All right, so what we're going to do first, get our electrical connector, put our connector in, and at the same time, push that down. Bam! Look at that. We're going to put this... Oh, you know what? That's right, we got to take our seat belt. You know what? We're going to get... You can see that angle? Or you want to go to the other side?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the other side.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, let's remove our seat belt again. What the heck, man? I only put the thing in by a couple bolts. How the heck it is? Dang, man. Ratchet, man. Stop playing around here. Put this thing in by a couple of bolts. There we go. Alright, move that to the side. Put latching assembly in here. And I just want to let our... Put this up like this in the way. And then you're going to come to the other side and we're going to see to mount it up. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to reach my hand back here. I'm going to pick this up. And get this lined up. Get both of those screws lined up. There's one. And that's two. Okay. And tighten those two up. And then we're going to go on the inside. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we have got that in. Cool.
Can we test it now to see if it works, or it has to be all hooked up?
That's a good question. Let's close the door and find out. You said the mirror was going to be there. Look at that.
So good.
It's all good. You know, actually, guys, I think this seems like it's closing a little bit. I think this is going to have to be nice. Well, body panels do line up and all. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back on the other side. Now, let's go in here. Got our T50. Let's go ahead and tighten up this seat belt back. And we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna do is get our cable assembly that's going to the back. And remember, I remember that it went between the seat belt and the wiring harness. So we know it went between there. Okay. All right, let's go to the back of the trunk and we'll be right back. All right, can you see back? Is it good lighting?
Yeah, it's not bad.
All right, so we know, remember it went above the torsion of that. And we're looking for two little holes, one right there and one right there. And it said it's got new clips. So we're just gonna pop that into place. And the other one's right about there. Pop that into place. Whoops. Pop that into place. There we go. Now we can put this panel back around. Great. So we ain't gotta worry about over here no more. All right, let's get back in the car. We'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we do, got a little clips right here. Pop them into place. Put that back. Great. Next thing we're gonna do is we got our front manual release, and we gotta pick up the carpet, put it up under the carpet, and bring that thing all the way to the front. So let's get you on the other side to see this. We'll be right back. All right, push this down there, tuck it into the carpet. And the opening right there, just going to push it through there. Get that in there like that, and that is perfect. Whoops, right about here. We gotta make sure this thing clips into there. All right. The next thing we're gonna do is let's get our door panel. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here's the back of the door panel. We got our speaker and these, well, not this one. All these clips. See the clip, the clip, the clip. Right here, right here, right here. We're gonna line all this up. Line two of them up here. Line these pins up, and then push this thing into place. So let's get our door panel in there, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. We are looking good. Yeah, boy. What you laughing for?
Nothing.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna put the panel over here, and what you're not gonna see me do is I gotta plug up the speaker. So what I'm gonna do? Take the panel. Reach over here. Plug up the speaker, bring it over, and the next thing I'm gonna do is reach over for our seat belt. Remember the seat belt? Bring our seat belt, put it into the channel, just like that, and we got our clip in the back that's gonna hold it into place. Now, what we do is go around here and get all this, everything lined up to push this into place. There it is. So let's get this, let's pull this out so we can make sure it rests on the outside of that. Looking good, guys. That stuff is sticky. Let's get this stuff back. Let's get this back down there. All right. Ooh, got my blanket stuck up under there. Can't get my... All right, guys. We'll be right back. All right, guys. The next thing, let's get our cover back up into place over here. And it's held in by line up. Just line up. Make sure those clips are all lined up. Push it into place. Done. Next, our 7mm, one of our 7mm bolts, screws. Now you might want to take your piece of paper or something, because this screws drop inside there and then you look crazy in your face. So take that, you stick that just like that, so that way it don't come out. Alright, and then of course the nut is right there. We're gonna put this screw up here. Of course. Dang, good thing that fell out here. Dang. Alright guys, let me get my light so I can make sure this lines up. We'll be right back. Alright guys, got my little light so you can see up in there. And I got my screw, same thing, held on in the nut driver. And I'm gonna reach up in there and I can see exactly where that screw goes. Perfect. Get that out of there. Get my little screwdriver. Get my little screwdriver and pull that out of there, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. Be right back. All right, guys. Next thing we do, we got our next cover over here. Gotta line up. We gotta line up our clips.
This lighting is killing me.
Huh?
This lighting is killing me.
Okay. Pop it in. Done. Let's get our other. Get a piece of paper, other 7mm screw, and look right inside there and get that one tightened up. Now these things are not super tight, guys, so that's why you see me when I tighten it up with the gun, I'm going slow and then I just let it stop. That's it. It's only holding on plastic. All right. Close both covers up, and we're moving on to the next step. Be right back. All right, guys, we got the back part of our back seat in. What we need to do is pick this seat up and get it onto those studs at the bottom.
What's the seatbelt thing? The seatbelt thing. No, it's over there.
Oh. Good. All right. Let's get our 4 15mm nuts. And right now, I'm just going to put them on by hand. Get our seatbelt stuck out of here. Figures. Okay. And then we're going to go to the back. Make sure our 4 10mm bolts are lined up. And then we're going to tighten them up first. So where's that other one at? Let me get it. And we'll meet you in the back. We'll be right back. Alright guys, there they go. And what we're going to do is put these on, all 4 of them. And got our pole driver with our 10mm deep 3/8 drive. And we're going to go ahead, tighten all of them up. Alright, let's get that done and we'll be right back. Alright, we got the 4 in the back done. We are in the home stretch. Next we're going to do the last thing we got back here is the 4 15mm nuts. So let's go in and get our full pole driver with our 15mm deep 3/8 drive. Tighten them bolts up. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got our back seat going in. You want to make sure you get your seat belt. Let's go going right through there. And a good important thing is the back of here, there is a little metal bar. Let me see. This little bar right here. Yeah, there you go. Dang it, just sort of good. Yeah, right there. You want to make sure it goes up under that metal piece that's on the seat.
Oh yeah, they got it.
Yeah, they got it. Okay, I'm gonna push that whole seat back, and then take your seats just right here in the corner, pop them right down, lock right into place. Tug on it a little bit, comes out. That is great. Look at that. That back seat look like it never been taken out. All right. Matter of fact, put the stuff back in there. Then the customer will be like, "You didn't take out that back seat." All right, guys, let's get over here, get down to the last final parts. We'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna do here is get our seat belt. Got those two little clips right there, little tabs. It lines up with those. Snap it right into place. And get our 10mm bolt. Where's that? Dang it, man. Now I gotta get the bolt. Well, not yet. Get our cover next. Put our cover down. Snap it into place. Now let's go get our 10mm bolt. I'll be right back. Alright guys, got my 10mm bolt. My pole driver with my 10mm deep 3/8 drive socket. Go in here. Tighten that up. Put our little tab back. Remember, you got that little piece that sticks out more than the other two that goes on the bottom. Put that in there. Snap that right into place. It's like that. Hey. Alright. Let's get right to it. Okay, next we're gonna do, let's flip this seat back now. Take our blanket from the back, because we don't need that no more. Straighten out the mat. Bring the seat back. And next thing we're gonna do is take our T30 socket and our two long bolts that holds in the manual release for the front. And that's all we're going to do is put those bolts in there. One. Where's the other one? There it is. Two. Whoops. Did the wrong side. And you want to turn it by a couple of threads to make sure that they are lined up. And once you got that lined up, we're going to go ahead, tighten them up. And then put our little clips back on it. Our little covers. All right, let's get that tightened up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, check this out. The last piece. We put the clips back in there. And what we're gonna do here is pick up on our molding right here, our weather strip, back it up a little bit, get it out of the way. Put it up there. Make sure you line up all the clips, and if you want, we can go ahead and pop that first one in. Then line up all the rest of them, and once we got it lined up, then I can go in there and put this back, because half of it, you know, goes over that, so over that thing right there. So make sure get that down there, and then, dang it, secure it all down. And right here, you see I gotta back this up now. Get that in there. Make sure they're nice and neat. There we go, guys. Perfectly executed. Done. What's so funny?
Nothing.
All right, let's close the door again. Make sure everything is good. I gotta put my boots on. I'm still walking around here with socks. All right, let's close this again. Perfect. Perfect, guys. All right.